It's Levack and Goz on 104.5 The Team.
We're live at the Times Union Center getting ready to see Siena take on Iona, and there are still some vouchers for $5 tickets at local Dunkin' Donuts. So on your way in, maybe grab a quick cup of Joe, and you could very well get tickets for $5 as well. Joining us now, MAAC Commissioner Rich Ensor. Commish, I saw you yesterday. We were both at the Siena Quinnipiac game. Great game. I mean, is that I don't get to go to a lot of games, so when I do go, it's not always a women's game. Is that MAAC female basketball? Because that was, I
wouldn't say that was 11 deep MAAC basketball, but that was a great game. I was on the NCAA Women's Committee for 5 years, and I now chair the oversight committee for the NCAA for women's basketball. So I've been involved with the game, and that was as enjoyable a game as you could want to see. And Quinnipiac's really good. I mean, they're starting to get top 25 votes. And Siena was up at halftime, and they deserved to. It wasn't Quinnipiac was playing badly. It was Siena was playing well.
It was a fantastic game. Gets us excited for all the MAAC tournament things that are going to be going on here at the Times Union Center. I'm going to get to that in a second, but first, since you've been on the committee before, is it barring a miracle that we're going to see UConn women here in Albany in a few weeks in the tournament?
It's hard to. There you have Louisville tonight, which is a big game, but it's hard to not picture them playing here. Come the 24th and 26th of March. They're just such a top program, and even if they were not one, they might be two. We could still get them here. So I don't see it not happening. I'm looking forward to it. Gino just does a tremendous job year in and year out and rebuilds, and you think he might have some youth problems, and he just plays right through them. Quite the coach.
Quite the coach, and we got quite a few great coaches right here in the MAAC tournament, Commish, getting ready to get underway March 5th, 1st through the 5th at the Times Union Center. Weird-looking division this year with Ryder sneaking up in the top.
Yeah, who's your favorite?
Well, it's Siena, and I love,
That's a good call. If I was living here. I live in Jersey, but anyhow, Ryder's. I was at the Manhattan Rider game on Thursday night, and Manhattan gave it to them. Could have gone either way. That was a 3 or 4 point game right down the stretch, and Manhattan's in the middle of the pack's been injured, and they're coming on strong. I'm not quite sure how it's going to end up. I think Ryder's got a good case. So does Canisius with the job Reggie Witherspoon's doing. Baker Dunleavy at Quinnipiac's got them playing 500 ball, and who would have thought that coming into a year where they lost all their talent through transfers or graduation. So it's wide open. This Iona team, one day they're winning by 20, and the next day they're losing by 20.
Hopefully they lose by 20 today.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. And, Siena's so banged up all year, and they had some bad luck with their players, and the kid getting the assist at the end there. That's tough. You lose all your guards over the course of the season. Right. So.
Levack, you and I are going to be back here on March 1st and March 2nd broadcasting live. And I remember last year on that Friday, it was the Mac and Cheese Fest. Can you please tell me the Mac and Cheese Fest is coming back this year?
The Mac and Cheese Fest is back in all its glory.
Yeah.
12 restaurants, multiple craft beers. It should be a great day. Again, on Friday. Lenten, although we had a few, I think, bacon and mac and cheeses, but that's okay. It's going to be a great event, and back up in the Capitol Center. And on that same day, not that same day, on March 1st, we've just added a new event, which is our eSports exhibition with ECAC. The ECAC is the parent conference of all the leagues that now exist in D1. And they, as you know, in hockey have been a presence here, but they're having an opportunity now to get into the eSports realm. I know ESPN's involved with a lot. And we're going to do a demonstration tournament. We're going to have 2 MAAC schools, Siena and Canisius, play each other, and then 2 ECAC non-D1 programs, Stevenson and SUNY Cortland. And it should be great. We'll get a chance to see what that's all about. The MAAC doesn't want to sponsor it, but we're certainly willing to host it.
MAAC Commissioner Rich Ensor with us right now live at the Times Union Center for 104.5 The Team.
And just for those older listeners who may have heard you say eSports and may be confused, that is video games they're going to be playing. The League of Legends game.
Yeah, those same ones that sell out at the Garden or Toronto. Yeah, it's amazing business. The first time my son went out to a match at the Garden, I said, "What? It's 20 is sitting around when the building's being cleaned?" He said, "It's sold out." I said, "Really?" That's when I started. He said the word "sold out." I paid attention. So it's amazing.
MAAC Commissioner Rich Ensor with us. That is, I mean, I love the forward thinking. That's great. Now I got to ask the question. We here in the Cap region love the MAAC tournament. We show up in droves. We eat all the mac and cheese. I'm sure we'll show up and try to play the video games. And we hear reports that the MAAC is looking to move the tournament.
Well, it's not necessarily a done deal by any means. We're in a bidding process for 2020, 21, and 22. So we're through 19 here, which will be our 20th time we're in this building. So certainly it's been a great home. But it's a business decision, and ultimately every school wants to host it in their backyard. We've got Nassau Coliseum, where we did a triple header a couple of weeks ago. It did okay. We had 2,500 on a Saturday. Not great, but not bad. It's a fabulous facility. We're looking at Atlantic City, the Boardwalk Hall, which used to host the Atlantic 10 tournament, and that's a possibility. They have a strong bid. Issue with Atlantic City is we'd have to move off our Monday championship window into the following Saturday. So we would play Saturday before Selection Sunday. So that's going to be an issue we have to debate. And Times Union Center has a full bid in front of us and has put a lot of money into the arena, and it shows. So we're going to have 3 very competitive bids. The ADs will take a first look at it this coming tournament at our March meeting. We'll have a full-blown review in April when they meet, and then the presidents decide in June. So I know there's some sentiment in the league to move it around because they don't always want to be in Sienna's home court. I understand that, but it's been a great host to us, and there's no knock on Albany or Siena. It's just, where we lie as a conference on a business decision.
I guess the hard part for some sports fans would be if Siena won like 7 championships in a row and there was an obvious home court advantage, they'd say, okay, we get why we're moving it, but that just hasn't been the case. To us, it seems like, why would they want to move it if that hasn't been the case of them winning constantly?
Well, that's a question I raised a couple of times myself. It's politics. We have politics in the league no differently than any other group. And you can show them the fact that Siena hasn't been exactly dominating it. But then they'll tell us about how they owned the crowd last year. They only got to the finals because of the crowd. I don't believe all that, but that's what I deal with on a day-to-day basis. Ultimately, it's going to be a decision that has to take at least 6 of the 11 votes to get done, and we'll see where it ends up.
Is there a time frame on when that's going to be done?
Yeah, June. It'll be done by June 1st.
MAAC Commissioner Rich Ensor, we appreciate you, answering those questions for us. And the MAAC tournament, like I said, we can prove one more time why it should be ours. Well, 2 more times why it should be ours. So tickets are already out there, right?
Yeah, no question. We've got all those price points that you've come to know and love. We've got group sales. We're really looking for youth groups to come in and have an opportunity to see the men or the women. They can go out with the team on the lineups. They can do tunnels as they run on the court. So we do try to do a lot of things for the youth. We try to have family pricing with the flex package. We want fans to be able to come in and enjoy the tournament without having to spend a fortune. So you'll see all those bonuses, and there's a lot of marketing collateral going into the system the next 2 weeks, not unlike what you're talking about with Dunkin' Donuts tonight.
So we've got the commissioner of the MAAC with us right now, Rich Ensor. We're trying to figure it out. Like, I might have a nice Lincoln here for you, a $5 bill.
I drive a Cadillac, though.
Oh man, we know you have to go through the whole thing, the process of it, but it's just it would I think it would break my heart to not have it right here.
Let me put it let me ask this, because we're in the scene of like the Winter Olympics, right? Bronze, silver, gold. There's 3 candidates. Where would Albany be on the podium right now? Like gold, silver, bronze?
It's too early. It's preliminary rounds, guys. But on the other hand, are they still playing the Olympics at Lake Placid? I don't think they are. So somewhere along the line, I had to move around for competitive reasons. So it's a little bit what's going on in the league right now.
Just remember, Commish, when they moved it, they ran into Zika. So,
Yeah, that's true. and we ran into Springfield. But, and there are issues. But I have to say Springfield's worked out with us in so many ways because the Basketball Hall of Fame has become a long-term partner, and we just did the event in Belfast in December because of that relationship. So, sometimes you're moving around and different things happen as a result, not always the tournament itself, but other business relationships. But we'll see. Lots of politicking still to be done. Well,
we have faith in you, Commissioner. The MAAC's been a great partner at the Times Union Center and Siena, obviously, for years now, and we'd like to continue, but whatever happens, we know it'll be fair for everybody. Go to albanyfanfest.com to get great details. Go to ticketmaster.com to start getting your tickets. Commissioner, thanks for making time for us.
And, guys, don't forget, NCAA Regionals with the women, and we got the men coming in the first and second round in 2 years. There's a long-term commitment to Albany. It might not be the MAAC tournament, but it will be bringing a lot of events in here. Thanks, guys.
We appreciate it. Thank you so much for working for us. We got your headlines coming up next.